The sun of Capernaum had never seemed so cruel. Imagine a dry heat that cracks the soil and the incessant roar of a market that never sleeps, where the scent of salted fish and dust fills every crevice of the stone houses. But for Tamar, the world was silent and bleak. 12 years ago, her time had stopped. It had been 144 months of a relentless flow of blood, a sentence that turned her into a living shadow. In those days, the law was implacable. She was unclean. Everything she touched, everywhere she sat, or anyone she embraced became equally unclean. Tamar was a prisoner within her own body, spending every silver coin on doctors who promised miracle cures in exchange for painful treatments and useless potions. She was bankrupt, anemic, and invisible, until a whisper crossed her path. A name was spreading like wildfire through the alleys: Jesus of Nazareth. They said he didn't just speak about God, but acted with an authority that defied death itself. Tamar felt a dangerous hope reborn. She knew that if she were discovered in the crowd, the people could stone her, but her desperation was greater than her fear. "If I can just touch his robes," she repeated to herself like a mantra, as she covered her pale face with a shawl and headed for the main street. Upon arriving, she was met with human chaos. A dense crowd swarmed the master, who was trying to push through to attend to an emergency at the home of an important leader named Jairus. Time was running out for everyone. Tamar began to push, fighting the dizziness of anemia that made the world spin. She fell to her knees under the weight of the crowd, but she didn't stop. At ground level, amidst mud-stained sandals and the dust of the road, she crawled with trembling hands. Her target was just a few feet away, the wool hem of Jesus' cloak. With one final effort, she reached out and brushed her fingertips against the fringe of the fabric. Instantly, an electric jolt surged through her spine, and the river of pain that had lasted 12 years dried up at its source. She knew in the depths of her soul that she was free. But suddenly, Jesus stopped. The movement of the crowd ceased, and a tense silence took over the street. "Who touched me?" he asked. The disciples found the question absurd given the many people pressing against him, but Jesus was looking for the touch of purpose, not an accidental bump. He looked around, and Tamar, realizing she could no longer hide, threw herself at his feet. Trembling, she confessed her story before everyone: the disease, the isolation, and the final touch. She expected judgment, but she received something she never had. Jesus looked into her eyes and said, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." She called her daughter, restoring her identity and her place in society. As Jesus moved on to perform another miracle, Tamar remained there, standing tall, breathing the fresh air for the first time in over a decade. No longer an outcast, but a miracle walking under the sun.